How are you, mate?
I feel pretty unworthy. I feel worthy in that I flip to unworthy and backwards and forwards. And then there are times I also feel very, very average and flip to feeling not average and then back to average.
Oh, I can relate to it. I think I am where I am because I was driven by this feeling of being average, but I think I was afraid of dying average. But it was that feeling of average that drove me to want to be better. You know, and again, it's looking at what does it mean and how do we use it? Because I know on some level you know you're special. Like, you know that, right? And I know you know that by that look on your face. So for me, it's like that allowing that thought to become pervasive. So it's allowing that little I know I'm special to become the pervasive thought versus the thought of I know I'm average. And being conscious of that language when it is running in your mind and choosing the talk track in the moments where it's really important, but then allowing, you know, that desire to be special to come out in the ways that are actually healthy. Your feeling of average right now, is, in my sense, is what's driving your health. Because, you know, you've had your health issues, which could be considered to be, you know, life-threatening. But what's interesting is your response to those life-threatening issues have been very passive. And that to me indicates an underlying feeling of averageness, an underlying feeling of, well, maybe I'm not worthy of being here, you know, to see my son get married. Maybe I'm not worthy to be here to see my son, to see my children's children, to be a grandfather. And I think for you, that's something that you need to connect with, because I honestly see the self-sabotage that you have around your health is the biggest challenge that you have when it comes to your worthiness. And your children deserve the right to have you around longer. Your children are worthy of having you at their weddings. Your children are worthy of having you at the birth of their children, and you are worthy of being present in those moments as well. And I think it's really important that you start embracing that worth and start realizing that you are worth taking care of, because your wife takes care of you, your kids take care of you, everybody fucking takes care of you. But how well do you take care of you? You know, everyone else sees your worth, but the question is, what is it that you're missing? You know, if there's one thing that I'd love you to do is start seeing what we see, because honestly, mate, you are worthy of being at your son's wedding, you're worthy of being at the birth of your grandchildren, but unless you start doing something about it, there's every possibility you may not be. You're worthy of being here. You really are.
Thank you.
You're welcome.